My dear students, today I am going to discuss under the basic concept of organic chemistry an important chapter, reaction and mechanisms. Last class I have discussed reaction and types of reactions, and this class I am going to discuss what is mechanisms, what are the factors which affect the mechanism. I will explain today. I am Dr. R. Gunasekharan, Professor of Chemistry, who is taking class for you. So, in order to understand the mechanism, the electron displacement effects are more important. What are the important electron displacement effects? 1. Inductive effect. 2. Electromeric effect. 3. Hyperconjugation effect. 4. Mesomeric effect. And steric effect. 5. Steric effect. So these 5 important effects you must know. This is called electron displacement effects. So which are essential to understand the mechanism. So let me explain under the mechanism the first one, the inductive effect. Inductive effect usually indicated by I, capital I. So definition for this inductive effect is, kindly follow, the permanent effect, please follow, the permanent effect whereby the polarity is induced on the carbon atom of the substrate molecule and the substituent attached to it by minor displacement of bonding electron pair, which arises due to difference in electronegativity, is called inductive effect, usually represented by I. Please, it's a long sentence. So let me read again, once again. Please understand carefully. The permanent effect, it is always permanent, whereby the polarity is induced, charge separation is taking place on the carbon atom of the substrate, and the substituent attached to it. Here substituent OH. By minor displacement of bonding electron pair indicated by arrow at the center of the bond. By minor displacement of bonding electron pair, which arises due to difference in electronegativity between carbon and oxygen, is called inductive effect, usually represented by I. Please follow. This is the definition. Okay. It is my duty, I have to explain the characteristic of inductive effect. This is the most important. Normally, all books will not give this characteristic of inductive effect. Please note, my dear students. Number 1. Inductive effect is a permanent effect. Why we are calling it as permanent? Because it is always present in the molecule. It is always present in the molecule. Number 2. It is operating in a saturated part of the molecule. Kindly follow. It is operating in the aliphatic, saturated part of the molecule. Number 3. It is usually represented by an arrow at the center of the bond. This is the bond, arrow at the center of the bond. So there are 2 types of inductive effect. One is plus I, another is minus I. I will give example later. Plus I and minus I. The number 5, inductive effect decreases as the length of the chain increases. The effect decreases, inductive effect decreases as the length of the chain increases. These are the characteristic of inductive effect. So let me explain with now suitable example, you can easily understand them. Say for example, I am taking ethyl chloride. So structural formula of ethyl chloride I am writing in the form of, kindly follow, that is from the left side CH3 delta delta plus, CH2 delta plus, then Cl minus delta minus. It indicates minus I effect. Electron withdrawing group. Kindly follow. Electron withdrawing group. Attracting groups. Kindly follow. So what is happening? Because of the electronegativity difference between carbon and chlorine, the bond, there is a center at the bond, it is there. Arrow at the center of the bond you can see here. So that a partial positive in this carbon, further it is again induced, so that now there is 2 delta. That means the idea here it is, the carbon very near to chlorine is more positive, the carbon which is far away is less negative, positive. This is the idea. This is the example of minus I. The same way, for example of plus I am giving this example. So kindly follow, how can I name this compound in the form of IUPAC name? Kindly follow 2,2 dimethyl butane. 2,2 dimethyl butane. So in this case, what I am considering, this is one group, this is another group. Kindly follow. What I am doing, this tertiary butyl group is electron releasing group, pushing electron, so positive. So, and again this is pushing here. What is the idea? Whatever atom donates electron will be positive, as usual this is positive. So CH2 negative. So delta minus. And further in CH3, 2 delta minus. The idea here it is, the CH2 minus negative character is more when compared to CH3. That's why double delta given. Kindly follow. So the effect decreases as the length of the chain increases. So this is electron releasing group indicated by plus I. Please follow. So for that, just I will give one important information. Kindly follow. Attraction negative. Please remember this word, AN, afternoon. You remember, my dear students, attracting groups, negative charge, that is negative, I minus. Please remember. So if you remember this, otherwise automatically releasing will be positive. You can easily remember. So let me come back now. When the substituent attached to carbon atom is an electron attracting group, it develops a partial negative charge. Partial negative charge, usually represented by minus I. And the carbon develops a positive charge, nearby carbon positive charge, is represented by plus. Kindly follow. So the next carbon, again 2 delta plus. This is called minus I effect. Electron attracting group. Please follow. The same way, in this case, plus I. In the same way, when the substituent attached to carbon atom is electron donating group or releasing group, both are same. Releasing group, it develops partial positive charge, usually represented by plus I, and the carbon immediate develops a negative charge, so delta minus. The next carbon still less, so 2 delta minus. Please follow. So this is plus I effect, inductive effect. Now, so for competitive point of view, I am giving the groups which are plus I groups and minus I groups. You have to memorize. Only if you memorize the order, you can answer any question without any mistake. Definitely one or two questions will be asked from this inductive effect. Please follow. So electron releasing groups, the order is tertiary butyl is more electron releasing than secondary propyl, which is more electron releasing than primary ethyl, which is more electron releasing than primary methyl. This is the order of plus I. Kindly follow. Releasing capacity. The same way, electron attracting group, most powerful NO2, which is greater than Cn, greater than F, greater than COOH, greater than ClBrI, and greater than OH, greater than OCH3, and also greater than C6H5. Please follow. Phenyl group also acting as an attracting group in the case of inductive effect. Please have it in your mind. So this you should be memorized. Unless the order is memorized, you cannot compare acidity, basicity, reactivity of aliphatic compound. So please memorize these groups. So let me go for applications, utility. Acidity comparison. That is, the two acids if you take and if you want to compare which is more acidic, which is less acidic, inductive effect is more useful. The same way, basicity comparisons. By taking two base, you can compare which is more basic, which is less basic, can be explained by inductive effect. And also the reactivity comparison. If you take two compounds, which is more reactive, which is less reactive, you can give by inductive effect. Please follow. So let me explain with a suitable example you compare. Please follow. So my question is, there is formic acid, there is acetic acid. Question is, which is more acidic? So I am going to explain this. I am going to write the structure this way. Kindly follow. Formic acid, I am writing, this is the formula. And acetic acid, this is the formula. Kindly follow. So what is the difference here? Only difference is hydrogen in the case of formic acid, methyl group in the case of acetic acid. So the difference is methyl group it is present, which is from the groups given, methyl is electron releasing group. So what will happen to acidity? Let us see now. So due to plus I effect of methyl group in the acetic acid, kindly follow, acetic acid is weaker. That is, formic acid is stronger than acetic acid. So I am giving in a single sentence. Due to plus I effect of methyl group, acetic acid is weaker. So formic acid is stronger. So how can you understand this? Kindly follow. Let me show now you. So you just consider carbon double bond O. So when you compare the electronegativity of carbon and oxygen is more electronegativity. So it will attract the bond electron toward that. So this will be minus, here will be positive. So carboxylic carbon will have a partial positive charge. So what will happen now? So this will attract the correspondingly the oxygen atom bond electron and correspondingly this bond electron. So this hydrogen will be released in the form of H+. So acidic character is due to the donation of H+. The same way here also there is difference. Here again positive, attraction. So this H+ going. Kindly follow. Both cases right side identical. But the left side, here methyl group, electron donating groups. So when it is methyl minus the plus I group, so the positive charge that is developed in the carboxylic carbon is neutralized by plus I effect of methyl group. So plus I is neutral, plus neutralized means attracting power neutralized. When attraction neutralized means replacement of H+ in acetic acid is radiose. So acetic acid is weaker. That's why formic acid is stronger. So in order to give all these explanation, I can give a single sentence you have to memorize. This will satisfy all these explanation. Please note, my dear students, this is the very, very important. Generally, electron attracting group will increase the acidity and the electron releasing group will decrease the acidity. Please follow. Electron attracting group will increase the acidity. Here electron releasing group, here methyl, will decrease the acidity. So acidity comparison can be done by inductive effect. So that is we are seeing here. Kindly follow. What I have explained is shown here. So part separation, partial positive, partial negative coming here. So attraction here, this is going out in the form of H plus. The same thing here also in the case of acetic acid. So this has to be replaced. But because this is neutralized by this methyl group, what will happen now? The replacement will be very difficult. So weak acid. So acetic acid is weak acid. So now using this concept, so I will explain some 2 or 3 examples usually asked in competitive examination, that is NEET, etc. So question number 1 I will write. Question is, which one among the following is more acidic? I will write the structure, please follow. CH3, CH2, CH2, CO, COH. So this is 1 butanoic acid. The other example I will write now, CH2, CH, F, or let me say NO2, COH, and CH3, CH2, CH, F, COH, and lastly I will write CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, COH. Kindly follow, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. The question is, one among the following is more acidic. So I can ask 4 different questions for these options. One among the following is more acidic. Number 2, one among the following is less acidic. Third question, the correct increasing order of acidity is. The correct decreasing order of acidity is. So 4 questions I can ask from this option. So which is more acidic? What is the general sentence it is given? Generally, electron attracting group will increase the acidity. The position, just see the second carbon atom NO2, second carbon atom F, second carbon atom CH3. So among these, there are NO2 and F electron attracting groups, that is minus I groups, whereas CH3, it is plus I group. Hydrogen is a standard. So A is standard. So what now we have to say? Only electron attracting group will increase the acidity. So what is number 1 among the which is powerful? So powerful is 1 is that is B is more powerful. Number 1 is more powerful. Then number 2, this is C. Then what is the number 3? CH3 electron releasing will decrease the acidity. So this is number 3, this is number 4. So what I will arrange now? B greater than C, greater than A, greater than D. Please follow. This is the decreasing order of acidity. This is increasing order of acidity. So which is more acidic? B. Which is less acidic? D. Kindly follow. So these all the 4 answers I have given. So within a single question, I have raised 4 questions, I have answered. So this is one type of question. Kindly follow the important informations. All the groups are attached to the same carbon atom. that is next to the carboxylic group, the second carbon atom. So let me change now the same question in another way. So let me take now, kindly follow A, CH3, CH2, CH2, COH. Kindly follow. Now B, I can now take example CH3, CH2, CHNO2, COH, and C, CH3, CHNO2, and CH2, COH, and D, CH3, CH2, NO2, and CH2, CH2, COH. So there are 4 options. Question is, one among the following is more acidic, one among the following is least acidic, the correct increasing order of acidity, correct decreasing order of acidity. Question can be asked. So now find out again as usual. In the second carbon atom, there is a NO2 group here. Then in the third carbon atom, there is a NO2 group. In the fourth carbon atom, there is a NO2 group. Here, there is no electron releasing group. All the 3 electron attracting group. But only thing is, it is far away from the COH group. So the inductive effect explains very clearly the effect decreases when the length of the chain increases. So when NO2 group is very nearer to the COH group, more acidic. When it is moving away and away, comparatively less acidic. This is the explanation given by inductive effect. Generally, electron attracting group, which is more acidic. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. So now I can give again, B is more acidic than C, which is more acidic than D, which is more acidic than A. Kindly follow, this is the decreasing order. This is the increasing order. So more acidic B, less acidic A. Please follow all the 4 questions. Now the difference is all the 3 attracting group, but present in the 3 different carbon atom. So here length of the chain decide the position of the attracting group decide the acidity. The third example, I can now take electron releasing group I can take. Kindly follow. CH3, CH2, CH2, COH. This is A. B, CH3, CH2, CH3, COH. Then C, CH3, CH3, CH2, COH. And then D, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2 and COH. Kindly follow. There are 4 options. Question is, one among the following is more acidic, one among the following is least acidic, the correct increasing order of acidity, correct decreasing order of acidity. 4 questions. So we have to first find out which is more acidic. Kindly follow here all the groups here, CH3, 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 all are electron releasing group present in different position. Generally, all electron releasing group will decrease the acidity. If it is very near to carboxylic group, decrease is more. So if it is far away, decrease the acidity is less. So automatically, number 1 is A. Kindly follow. There is no decreasing group. Methyl group is not present. The more acidic is 1-butanoic acid. The number 2 here it is. This is number 2. This is number 3. And this is number 4. So I can now write the order now. A greater than D greater than C greater than B. So A is more acidic and corresponding B is least acidic. Now this is the decreasing order of acidity. This is the increasing order of acidity. Kindly follow. So when electron attracting group is present or releasing group is present, so or if both groups are present in the same carbon atoms, we can able to compare the acidity. Please follow. This is the most important. Now coming for inductive effect basicity comparison. Please follow. Which is more basic? Here I have taken ammonia and methylamine for comparison. So just like acidity, basicity also can be compared with the help of inductive effect. Let me take now, I will write the structure like this. NH2, H, there is a lone pair. The same way here CH3, NH2, there is a lone pair. Kindly follow. So kindly basicity depends upon the availability of lone pair. Basicity depends on availability of lone pair. Any group which withdraws the electron from the lone pair, basicity decreases. Any group which increase the density around nitrogen atom will increase the basicity. Okay, so here I can say which is more basic. Methylamine is more basic than ammonia. Reason is due to plus I effect of CH3, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So here I am giving this general statement. Please memorize. It will be useful for comparison when you are asking for competitive questions. Generally, electron releasing groups will increase the basicity. Electron releasing group will increase the basicity and electron attracting groups will decrease the basicity. Just the reverse of the other one, acidity comparison. Please follow. So, kindly follow. So this is the explanation I have given. So NH2, if it allowed to undergo reaction with H plus, it is forming the ammonium ion. So that is more reactive. So here it is there CH3 plus, the electron density here is more. So it is also giving. So what is happening now? This ion, because of the methyl group, basicity increases than ammonium ion. Please follow. Also, now, let me give example. So I will take here the specific example. As usual, A, CS3, CS2, 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 NH2, an amine. One amino butane example, and B, let me take example CS3, CS2, CS2, CHNO2, NH2, and C, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, NH2, and D, CH3, CH2, CH2, then CH of NH2. Again, 4 questions I can ask here. The more acidic compound, one among the following is more basic. Please follow. One among the following is more basic. One among the following is less basic. The correct increasing order of basicity. The correct decreasing order of basicity. So how to identify this? So the inductive effect is useful to compare the basicity. So for immediately what you have to do, first find out the parent compound. Here parent is this, 1 amino butane. So only here there is second carbon atom NO2, second carbon atom CH3, here it is. So here the plus I group is methyl group, minus I group is NO2 and F. Please follow in the inductive effect. So we have discussed already, generally electron releasing group will increase the basicity. So number one is C, more basic. Electron releasing group will increase the basicity. Whereas electron attracting group, NO2F, electron attracting group will decrease the basicity, automatically 2 will come A. So among the B and D, less electron or electron attracting will be more basic. So this is 3. So this is 4. So order is fixed. So what I will now write? C greater than A greater than D greater than B. Kindly follow. So this is the decreasing order of basicity. Decreasing order of basicity, and this is the increasing order of basicity. So I am now giving all the 4 answers. Which is more basic? C is more basic. Which is less basic? B is less basic. Which is the order of decreasing order of the basicity? C greater than A greater than D greater than B. So this is the decreasing order. What is the increasing order? B, D, A, C. So C is the highest basic compound. Please follow. So this is one example. So what I have done here, the same carbon atom. So now I want to change the different carbon atom. A, kindly follow, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3 and COH. Sorry, NH2, amine, basic, CH2. Basicity we are comparing. So this is actually 2-amino-butane. B, CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, NH2. And C, kindly follow, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. And D, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 and NH2. So there are 4 examples. As usual, 4 questions. Which is more basic? Which is less basic? Correct increasing order of basicity. Correct decreasing order of basicity. Kindly follow. Now in this case, what I am now, we have to see. Kindly follow. Now in this case, the first case, the methyl group in the first carbon atom. Again, this is when you connect with the NH2, this is then directly connected to the CH. Then it is moving away from that second, then still away. This is still away. Kindly follow. Now according to the electron releasing group, generally electron releasing group will increase the basicity. Electron releasing group will increase the basicity. Please follow. So which is more basic? Very near to this one. So A is number 1. A is number 1. So the basicity, when it moves away, length of the chain increases. So this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. So we have now decided now A greater than B greater than C greater than D. So A is more basic, D is less basic. So this is the decreasing order and above is the increasing order. Please follow. Basicity. So any acids or bases can be compared with inductive effect. Kindly follow. So this we have already discussed. Okay. Now a third important application is reactivity comparison. Methylamine is more reactive than ammonia towards HCl. The reason we know already. Because this is more basic, so this is a common acid. More basic will react with strong acid, so it is a more reactive. Very, very easy way you can. Now, in this case, let me compare now. CH3F, CH3Cl, CH3Br, CHI. When you treat with sodium hydroxide, this is the product form. It is nucleophilic substitution reaction. Which is more reactive? Kindly follow the reactivity, increases in this way. The reason is, it is a substitution reaction. Please follow, this is we are going to study later, it is SN2 reaction mechanism, this will come. So, it is based on the electronegativity of the atom. If electronegativity is higher, so removal will be difficult, so you cannot easily substituted by OH, that is the OH minus. Please follow. So, which is easily replaced? I is easily replaced by OH minus. So, the order is, so methyl iodide is more reactive than methyl bromide. Methyl bromide is more reactive than methyl chloride. Methyl chloride is more reactive than methyl fluoride. This is the comparison of reactivity. Kindly follow. So I can give any example like this. Okay, let me go for the next example, electromeric effect. This is another important effect. It is usually operating in alkene and alkene derivatives, aldehydes and ketones. This is operating. So let me define this. Kindly follow. The temporary effect whereby the polarity is induced on the carbon-carbon multiple bonds, double bond or triple bond, alkene and alkynes, or carbon heteroatom multiple bond, carbonyl compounds, due to complete transfer of pi electron pair from one atom to another under the influence of an electrophile is called electromeric effect. Please follow. Let me repeat again. The temporary effect. Please follow. These effect operate only in presence of electrophilic reagent. In the absence of electrophilic reagent, this is not there. Effect is not there. Whereas inductive, permanent. The temporary effect whereby the polarity is induced on the carbon-carbon multiple bonds or carbon heteroatom multiple bond due to complete transfer of pi electron pair from one atom to another under the influence of an electrophile is called electromeric effect. It is usually represented by E. Kindly follow. Here we will use plus E and minus E depending upon the nature of shifting of lone pair, bipair. Kindly follow. So in this example, this is one propane. Actually, here there is CH3 is the electron releasing group. So electron releasing from left to right. So it is pushing, showed by a curved arrow indicating that CH2 is minus, CH is plus. So this is the electromeric effect. What are the characteristics of electromeric effect? Kindly follow. Electromeric effect is a temporary effect. I told you it operates only in the presence of any electrophilic reagent. 2. It is operating in an unsaturated part of the molecule. Alkene, alkyne, aldehyde, ketones. It is operating only in the unsaturated part of the molecule. Number 3. It is usually represented by a curved arrow. The first one, inductive effect, arrow at the center. So from this itself we can identify the nature of the effect. Thus, as usual, there are two types. One is plus E and minus C. Let me explain with the detail. Kindly follow me. So here, electromagnetic effect is a temporary effect usually represented by curved arrow. We have seen it operates in unsaturated system only in presence of electrophilic reagent and vanishes in its absence. This already informed you. Now, let me take a specific example. Kindly follow. While writing mechanism, in the case of electromeric effect is represented by a curved arrow pointing away from the center of double bond, pi bond, center of pi bond, that is double bond, towards the atom that gains the electron pair. That gains the electron pair. So what will happen now? This will be positive, this will be negative. So now we are adding HBr. When we are adding HBr, we know H is plus and Br is minus due to, again, inductive effects, we know. So automatically what will happen now? Minus will add with the plus, plus will add minus. So we will get 2-bromobutane in the product form. Here we will say this is according to Markovnik's rule. Kindly follow. Now, what is the Markovnik's rule? The negative part of the addendum goes to the carbon containing least number of hydrogen atom. That is the Markovnik's rule. But Markovnik's rule fails in a number of cases. I will explain later. So, next. There are two types of electromeric effect. This is very, very important. Please follow. Plus E and minus E effect. What is plus E? In plus E effect, kindly follow. I am taking the simple example here. RCH1 or HR1. The pi electrons of multiple bond are transferred to that atom. That means even you can take for convenient propene. Better you take propene. Convenient. Suppose we are adding HBr, let us assume. So what will happen now? When you add HBr, it will first polarize in the form of H plus and Br minus. So we have already seen in this cases, electrophilic addition takes place first in the type of, when you are discussing the addition reactions, electrophilic addition takes place first followed by nucleophilic addition in the case of alkene and alkyne. The reason is pi electrons. So what will happen now? When H plus is coming and attacking this compound, so there is already an electron releasing group due to inductive effect plus I pushing these electron toward this one. So what will happen now? This is minus. So this H plus will add here. I can get now CH3, CH plus CH3. Kindly follow. So that is here I am writing RCH, CH plus dash CH2R1. So this is simple, easy to memorize. Kindly follow. So addition first, electrophilic addition takes place. Then after that, Br minus will go and add it to here. Kindly follow. So in this effect, we will call it as wherever, kindly follow. When we are calling it as plus I plus E, that means wherever the arrow goes, and if the adding reagent, if it is added to that particular carbon, then we will call it as plus E. So that means when electrophilic reagent added first, plus E operating. Kindly follow. Then in the case of minus C, kindly follow. I will take now the same example of, to understand, CH3, CH double bond CH2. I will add again HCl. Let me add now. So what happened in this case? Here again I have given RCH double bond CHR1. This is a general, so I am giving a specific to understand. So what will happen? First will give now H plus plus Cl minus. This is the step number 1 in the mechanism. Now here, kindly follow, because of the CH3, it is pushing the arrow like this. So this is minus, this is plus. So now what is happening? Here, in this case, actually what is happening now? Minus here, CH2. So here, nucleophilic addition takes place first. In the case of aldehyde and ketone, we are saying now. Kindly follow. So let me, instead of this one, I will take aldehyde and then you can understand then. Sorry. Kindly take now acetaldehyde. Then you can understand now. COH. I will take SCN. Then you can understand here. So kindly follow here. So in that case, sorry, instead of here, I will write for your convenience. I will write like this, C double bond O. So this is for your understanding. I am writing S here. So SCN will in the form of H plus and Cn minus. In the case of aldehyde and ketones, what the rule says, this is the electron releasing group pushing electron, so it is moving toward this carbon. So oxygen, so minus, this is plus. So what is the rule says? So Cn, this is the electrophile. But what is Cl minus is adding? It is not adding to the, going to the electron pair, it is O. It is not adding to O. It is adding to the carbon plus. So the product is CH, that is kindly follow CnO minus. So in this case, the adding nucleophile is not going to the pair, the bibond moving to the pair, it is the opposite direction. From which carbon it is moving, so that carbon Cn minus added. So this is the minus I effect. So plus I effect is operating in alkenes and alkynes, minus I effect is operating in aldehyde and ketone. Kindly follow. Even if you want to write here, so it's Cn you have to add here, H here you have to add. Please follow. So now let me explain now in this case. What is Markovnikov rule? I told you Markovnikov rule says that the negative part of the addendum goes to the carbon containing least number of hydrogen atom. Example, 1 propene, it is works 100%. H2. So when I add HBr, so negative part is Br, so it is now adding. So product I am getting now CHBr CH3. So 2 bromo propane is formed. So negative part goes to the carbon containing least number of hydrogen. That is the Markovnikov rule. But see here, the carbon-carbon connected, 1 carbon to 2 hydrogen atom, 1 carbon, 1 hydrogen atom. Only there is difference in hydrogen atom, then the Markovnikov rule works. Because it says the negative part of addendum goes to the carbon containing least number. Please follow. But it fails in number of cases. One example I am giving here. See here, I am giving example of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compound. That means 5 means pentene. What is the number is? 1, name is 1 nitro pent2ene. Pent2ene. This is the example. Suppose when I add HBr, kindly follow where it will add. Both cases CH and CH. So Markovnikov rule fails in these cases. But what will be useful now? Kindly follow. Our electromeric effect will be useful. So we need not rely on the Markovnikov rule. Electromeric effect will be useful. How we can explain this? Just see electromeric effect. This is the electron attracting group. This is the electron releasing group. So this is attracting, this is pushing. So the arrow will move towards from left side to right side. So this is plus, this is minus. So automatically in the minus side Br will added. In the plus side, that is in the plus side Br will be added. In the minus side the H plus will be added. So now I am getting this compound. So what is the name for this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually, so I can now say 3 bromo, 1 nitro, pentane. Kindly follow. Pentane. Kindly follow. A saturated product is formed. So now, even though Markovnikov rule fails, our electromeric effect explains the formation of product. So hundreds of thousands of examples are there where Markovnikov rule fails, but electromeric effect is more useful. Kindly follow. So I have already explained. Now let me go for the next one, hyperconjugation effects. What is hyperconjugation effect? Please follow. When alkyl groups, we have seen already the inductive order, tertiary is more electron release than secondary, which is more electron releasing than primary ethyl than methyl. That is the normal electron releasing group order. When alkyl groups are attached to unsaturated system, a carbon connected by double bond, the normal inductive order observed in the inductive effect is reversed. Please follow. Is reversed. When it is effective in a saturated part of the molecule. Only in saturated part of the molecule, normal order is followed. But if it is in an unsaturated part, the hyperconjugational order is followed. Please follow. This effect is called hyperconjugation. Let me repeat again. When alkyl groups are attached to an unsaturated system, the normal inductive order observed in inductive effect is reversed. This effect is called hyperconjugation. So this is the normal inductive effect order. So just I reverse now CH3, CH3, CH2, CH3 twice CH and CH3 thrice C. So tertiary butyl, this is the least one. More powerful electron releasing is methyl group. Let me explain with the example you can follow. This hyperconjugation, kindly follow, was observed by two scientists, namely Packer and Nathan, and hence this effect is also known as Packer-Nathan effect. Packer-Nathan effect. This effect was explained them with the help of no bond resonance, and hence this effect is also known as no bond resonance. Effect is also known as no bond resonance. So for its operation, kindly follow, hyperconjugation requires carbon-hydrogen bond at the alpha position of the carbon atom with respect to the double bond. With respect to double bond, the next carbon will be alpha carbon. You should have the alkyl part. Kindly follow. Now, it is fairly reasonable to believe that greater the number of carbon-hydrogen bond at the carbon to the unsaturated system, at the alpha carbon to the unsaturated system, the greater will be the electron release towards the terminal C, creating high electron density. Consequently, hyperconjugation effect is maximum for methyl group, and for a tertiary group, this effect is zero. This effect can be explained as follows. So according to hyperconjugation, what we are saying, just we are reversing the normal inductive order. The normal inductive order, tertiary butyl is more electron releasing, methyl is less electron. As per hyperconjugation, methyl is more electron releasing than tertiary butyl. So let me explain just to follow. I am explaining with the help of no bond resonance according to Packer and Nathan. You take now the methyl group. Kindly follow this methyl group. This you have to understand. Attached to a carbon double bond CH2. Kindly follow. So this is we have to imagine. This is one propene. This you have to, it is not shown here for simplifications. So this group is not shown. Please assume it is there. So what will happen now normally? So here this carbon is alpha. So 3 carbon hydrogen alpha carbon hydrogen bond 3. So what I will do now, all the 3 carbon hydrogen bond will be replaced. That is pushing the electron towards this side. So this is the way it is moving. Kindly follow all the 4 methyl group, ethyl group, secondary butyl, tertiary butyl, all electron releasing. There is no controversy. But the order only the problem arises. Suppose if unsaturated system have 3 electron, 3 carbon hydrogen alpha hydrogen bond is present, what will happen? It will have one resonance structure like this. What way? This is pushing the electron here. So this is H plus, here Cn, C minus. Kindly follow. Automatically, so that C minus, I can write pushing here, that minus will go to CH2, here will be the double bond. So same way, I can write another resonance structure by having this H plus, another resonance structure for this one, the plus. Kindly follow. This is the interesting information. Kindly follow. So all the three, that means there are 3 carbon hydrogen. So that means I can say there are 3 resonance structure possible. According to general basic idea in organic chemistry, higher the resonance structure, higher will be the stability. So it is more electron releasing. So you take the second example about ethyl group. So in ethyl group there is only, this is alpha, so only 2 carbon hydrogen bond, alpha hydrogen bond. So only 2 possibilities. There is 1 resonance structure, 2 resonance structure. So accordingly, releasing character, electron releasing character compared to methyl group is less for ethyl. Then go for the next one. In this case, this is the kindly follow me. This is the isopropyl group. Isopropyl group, or you can say secondary group. So what will happen now in this case? So here only 1 alpha carbon hydrogen bond. So only 1 resonance structure possible. So pushing only 1 time. If you go for tertiary, kindly follow, there is no resonance structure at all. So it is least electron releasing. Least electron releasing. Kindly follow. So this is the most important information here in the case of hyperconjugation. My dear students, let me repeat again, you kindly follow. So when you think of hyperconjugation, whenever electron releasing alkyl groups are present or attached to carbon-carbon double bond, hyperconjugation, it is starts operating. But if it is in the saturated part, it is the inductive effect is operating. Let me give one example, you kindly follow. Example is, let me give an example, you can follow. CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH, CH3. Kindly follow. Now I am going to add now, kindly follow HBr. Please follow, this is very, very critical. Here we are going to add HBr to this molecule. Where will go? Marconi's rule fails here because both carbon atom is electron, the containing hydrogen both cases equal. So fails. But inductive effect, can you take? No. Because it is attached to unsaturated system. Ethyl group here, methyl group is here. Which is more powerful among these? Methyl is more electron. So the releasing will be like this. So this is plus, this is minus. So product will be CH3, CH2, CH minus. So H2 will be added. CH plus Br will be added. CH3. So I can now get the compound 2-bromopentane is the product here. See how easily I can explain with the help of hyperconjugation. Please follow. Very, very interesting information. Also, we can even stability we can explain with the help of hyperconjugation. I will give example, kindly follow. Suppose I will take now CH3, one example, CH double bond CH, CH3, and A, B, kindly follow CH3, C, CH3, double bond CH, CH3. Then C, I can give example, CH3, C, CH3, double bond C, CH3, CH3. So there are 3 examples given. Okay. Another one I will give out D, CH2, double bond CH2. So for example, 4 example, D. Which is more stable? Which is the least stable? This is the question. With the help of which effect you can use here, the inductive effect or electromagnetic effect or hyperconjugation. So here you can explain only with the help of hyperconjugation. Because, kindly follow, the stability here, CH3, 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 this is alpha carbon, this is alpha carbon, this is alpha, this is alpha. So one CH3 is, we have seen already 3 resonant bond. So 4 into 3, 12 resonant structures are possible. That's why C is more stable than among the all of. So among the stability, C is more stable than B, is more stable than A, more stable than D. Kindly follow. I hope you have a very clear idea about hyperconjugation. I hope I can stop here. I will discuss the next, the electron displacement effect in the next class. Thank you very much, my dear students. Bye.